This client had come to us having a workflow they were doing manually, and it was taking them a lot of time in order to get this accomplished. They had a staff member on this almost daily, and it was very time consuming, and it's just a lot of data entry. So it gets to be expensive when you're thinking of it from the payroll side and cost allocations in terms of having to do something data entry wise that you otherwise would think should be something that can be automated and done programmatically without the need for that. So that's where they had come to us. Now, we had worked on another project similar but very different for them previously, and that's why they had come to us asking if there's anything we could do for this. That previous project was, again, like I said, similar. They have a academy management system that they use, association management system that they're using for tracking pretty much everything. It's their CRM of sorts, if that makes sense. And they have in there all of their client information, all their contact information. And previously they were doing another manual thing where they were exporting CSV reports of specific groups within that set of customer data, client data, contacts. They would group those out, and the groups were based on who's eligible to receive XYZ email mail piece. And their email provider, the system that they're using to put out these mail pieces, is Raza IO. And so they were taking those CSVs, taking the emails out, and manually importing those in and subscribing their users. Very complex, tedious process. I mean, it's not complex, I should say, pretty simple, but tedious in the sense that we're talking hundreds of thousands of records here. So, and having to keep those in sync.
What was the daily or weekly number of people joining their system, so they had to do all this manual process?
That's a good question. Yeah. So it seemed to only be a few hundred on the side for the initial project that we were working on. So it wasn't like it was just at the point where it was getting to be just too much to actually have to handle.
Yes, but
So,
it's not scalable.
and that was a lot of what the problem was there, especially because they wanted to start doing additional mail pieces and be able to send to additional groups. And then that would require them having to manipulate all that data again and get it in to the Raza system.